Good morning, children. Saira, welcome back to our science class. So, today we are going to start with a new topic. So, our topic is work, force, and energy. So, without wasting much energy, let us work and understand this topic and force ourselves to expand our knowledge. So, let us start this academic subject, the lesson which is called force, work, and energy. So let's zoom in. Okay, now look at this slide. So our daily lives involves numerous tasks. Means we do lot of different kinds of work. That is called numerous tasks, such as cleaning the house, then the father goes to office, he drives the car. Then what about you? You try to push the benches in the class and pull the bags and fight with your friends, play in the playground. So all these activities includes several movements that you need to pull or push the objects, right? So look at this. So what is he doing? He is with this full force, with full strength. He's just pushing. Okay. And look at him. So with his full strength, he is just trying to pull the trolley. So we apply lot of force and lot of strength to do different tasks. Okay, now these activities can either set an object in motion or shift its direction or change its resting position, and this movement of push or pull applied on an object is called the force. So let us understand our today's topic, chapter number 11, force, work, and energy, and we are going to do part wise slowly so that we can understand this lesson. So I hope you understand what is force. Force is nothing but strength that we apply to do some work. Okay, now let us learn and understand in details. Okay, now see this. Pushing or pull. Push or pull. So what they are doing is rolling an object. He is squeezing the glue, writing, kicking, put away the books, throwing the ball. So all these we need to apply some force to push the object in motion. And what is this? Pull. So pulling to lock the zip, to tie the knot, climb, set a book, or open the door, or put on socks. So all to do this task we need to pull. So to do these tasks we need to push. So what is force? A force is a push or a pull. A force is a push or a pull, or a push or pull that acts on an object is called a force. Okay. So what can force do? What can force do? Force can make things move. So as you saw in the first slide, he is applying his full strength and he is applying full force to move the object or to pull the object. So force can make things move. Force can change shape or change their speed. Force can stop a moving object. So these are the things that force can do. Now let us learn in detail the effects of forces. Now the first one. Force can move the object. The first one is force can make things move. So let us see how. Force can move the object. So when you catch the ball and again when you throw it. So what you are doing? You are applying the force to push the ball, to throw the ball. So the object is ball. So when you apply the force to the ball moves. Okay, so that is force can move the object. And same way here, this child is applying force to push the car. This child is applying the force to push the car. If you see the car, so what you will do? So you will try to push. You will try to move the car. So when you apply the force to the car, the thing moves, the car moves. And moving the trolley. Look here. Okay. So depends. When it is empty, you will apply little force. When it is very heavy, you will apply more force. So it depends upon the things or the objects that you apply the force accordingly. So that is why the force can move the object. A force can stop the moving object. A force can stop the moving object. Like in the playground, in the football playground. So they are playing the football. When the ball comes to you, what you will do? You will try to stop moving the object. So the object here is the ball. So what is he doing? He's trying to catch the ball and stop the ball moving. So a force can move the things also and it can stop the things also. Now, force can change the direction of a moving object. So, force can change the direction of a moving object. So, when you push the car also, so when you push it straight, it will go straight, right? So, when you hit the ball or cork, so it will change its direction. So, in which direction you are applying the force? In that direction, the object will fly or go or it moves. Force can also change the shape of an object. Force can also change the shape of an object. So in everyday life, your mom makes chapati. Yes, roti she makes. So she takes the atta and she keeps here and she starts rolling. When she rolls the roti, what happens? The dough, the round shape, it will become a round, big circle shape, right? So here the potter is changing the shape of the clay by applying the force. So force can also change the shape of an object. Now we have different kinds of forces also. Now let us see what is this contact force. Contact means we come in contact with some things. The thing which comes to our contact is called the contact force. Okay, so here he is trying to lift the weight, trying to pull the bucket, and he is doing the skating. So they are in contact with these objects. Okay, so this is called contact force. So a force that is exerted only when two objects are touching. This is called contact force. So when two objects, so this is the object cycle and here the children. So this is a force, this is they are trying to push it. They are trying to exert only when two objects are touching. They are trying to push the cycle. So here also, this is the object and this girl, this lady is coming in contact through this object. Here we contact through the pencil. So he is holding the pencil. So the pencil is the object. And examples of contact forces are a person pushing a huge wooden box, a person skating on a rough floor stopped by the friction, a table supporting a vase kept on it by exerting an upward force. Now let us understand all these forces. Now what is force of friction? What is force of friction? Here we read that a person skating on a rough floor stopped by the friction. A table supporting a vase kept on it by exerting an upward force. So what is friction? Let us learn and understand what is friction. So here they are skating. So this boy is skating in a smooth surface and this boy is skating in a rough surface. So they are applying the force to move forward. They both are applying the force. So smooth surfaces produce less friction. So he is applying less friction so that he can move easily. And rough surfaces produce more friction. And he has to put a lot of force to move forward. So rough surfaces produce more friction and smooth surface produce less friction. So here also you can see skating, the amount of friction caused depends on the type of material that are working against each other. So in which flow they are moving, in which flow they are applying the friction. The smoother surface, the surface, the less friction is produced. So if you do the same skating on the ice, you can move very easily. Less friction is produced. The same thing if you move on a normal floor, you have to put a lot of force and more friction is produced. So here the same way, walking. So if your soles are good, then less friction, you can walk very easily. And if the surface is smooth, you can slide it easily. If the slide is rough, then you have to put a lot of friction. Same way cycling and the car also. So in the cycling, you can see the tires, the car. If the road is very smooth, so less friction is applied and it will move faster. In the same way in the car also. So you have the soles here and it will move very easily on the smooth surfaces. Now same in the carom board, boric powder is sprinkled to reduce the friction. So you put some powder, that is called boric powder. So why did you put it in the carom board? To reduce the friction so that the coins will move smoothly. Otherwise you have to hit very fast. It will produce more friction if you don't apply the powder, if you don't sprinkle the powder. So next one is force of gravity. Force of gravity. So you take a ball and drop the ball. So what happened to the ball? The ball will fall down. It is due to gravity. It is due to gravity. So here he is jumping, high jump, and automatically he comes down. It is due to the force of gravity. So when you throw anything in the dustbin, it goes down. When you throw anything down, it has to go down. It is due to the force of gravity. So does it, when you throw something, does it go upward? No. Automatically it goes downward. So gravity is the force that pulls object downwards towards the center of the earth. So whatever we are throwing up or throwing down, it automatically goes downwards. It is due to the force of gravity. So what would happen if there is no gravity on the earth? Then our full earth will be, yes, it will be, we cannot live also. So if our planet were to lose gravity even for 5 seconds, it will spell the end of life. So if there is no gravity on earth, there will be no life on earth. So it will spell the end of life on earth, because gravity is important. Gravity pulls the object downwards one another. The more massive an object is, the stronger is gravitational pull. So if you throw the stone, big rock is falling down, so that much hard it goes down. So if you throw the paper down, it is so light, so if that also goes down, that it is very light. The force of gravity is less. So without gravity, humans and other objects would become weightless. So if there is no gravity on earth, so just imagine, if there is no gravity on earth, what will happen? Birds cannot fly, people cannot walk, the people will dash each other. So the life will come to an end. So the next part will be, this lesson does not end here, so we'll be continuing our lesson in the next session also. So till then, stay home, stay safe, and renew your textbook and open lesson number 11 and just read the lesson, and the lesson will be continued in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye children.